Today, our topic of discussion is development of digestive glands, that is liver, extrahepatic biliary apparatus and pancreas. So, when embryo start to fold, we can appreciate that proximal part from oropharyngeal membrane, which is responsible for development of a mouth, this portion is responsible for development of foregut, this portion for midgut, and this portion is hindgut. When this development will progress in third or fourth week, we can take a sagittal section of developing fetus, and now we can appreciate that this yellow tube-like structure, and this yellow tube-like structure actually distal from respiratory diverticulum, this portion is responsible for development of adult esophagus. Later on, this portion is responsible for development of stomach. This portion is responsible for development of hepatic bud, and behind to it, that means posterior part, give rise pancreas. This is known as dorsal pancreatic bud. Okay, and this orange colored structure is here ventral mesentery, and blue color structure actually dorsal mesentery. Behind to it, you can appreciate a red colored tube like structure. This red color tube like structure actually giving rise abdominal aorta. There you can appreciate celiac trunk, developing celiac trunk actually. This will go on increase and will convert into adult celiac trunk, and you know that branches of celiac trunk will supply foregut, branches of superior mesentery will supply midgut, and branches of inferior mesentery will supply hindgut, right? Now let's see liver first. Actually liver formed by three portion, and that is mesodermal cell of septum transversum, endodermal cell of distal hepatic diverticulum, that means these portions, and vitelline or umbilical vein. Endodermal cell of dorsal portion of hepatic diverticulum actually giving rise hepatocyte. This hepatocyte arrange in cord-like manner around the tributaries of vitelline and umbilical vein. You can appreciate in adult liver hepatic sinusoids. Actually, when this arrangement will increase and convert in adult liver, this will convert into hepatic sinusoids. Now, capsule of liver, stroma, Kupffer cells, hemopoietic cells will formed by mesodermal cell of septum transversum. We all know that septum transversum is responsible for formation of diaphragm, right? Now, this septum transversum actually convert into ventral mesentery, right? And between the two layer of the ventral mesentery, actually liver growth rises. And when liver grow in between the two layer of the ventral mesentery, so liver increase in size, and ventral mesentery will form two ligaments. These two ligaments are falciform ligaments and lesser omentum. Falciform ligaments connect liver with diaphragm, and lesser omentum connect liver with lesser curvature of stomach, right? Actually, what happened that the dorsal portion of hepatic diverticulum is responsible for giving rise liver. Now let's talk about extrahepatic biliary apparatus. Extrahepatic biliary apparatus, so proximal part, we say that distal portion. Now proximal portion of the hepatic diverticulum will give rise bile duct. Let's see with diagram that this portion actually, this green color portion is a proximal portion of hepatic diverticulum. This portion will give rise bile duct, and this bile duct will give rise all those extra hepatic biliary apparatus, that is pancreas, sorry, that is gallbladder, common bile duct, cystic duct, all those things. And from this, I mean, more proximal to it, they will have a ventral bud of pancreas. We know that this is the dorsal part of pancreas. That means this portion we talked previously, that this portion is responsible for this portion is responsible majorly for development of pancreas. Now this portion is also responsible for development of pancreas, but not majorly. Very minor portion will give rise from it. So whenever we talk about development of extrahepatic biliary apparatus, we should keep in mind that as a stomach will give rise with development, it will rotate also. It will rotate will clockwise position. So when stomach will rotate, all those things which present ventrally, they also rotate clockwise, and they goes posteriorly and open duodenum. You can appreciate this thing, or you can relate this thing with adult system, that all those things open posteriorly with second part of duodenum, right? So with the rotation of stomach, this all those things will rotate clockwise and finally open in second part of duodenum in major duodenal papilla, right? So when they actually rotate, they fuse with the dorsal portion of this. So when they fuse, we all know that common bile duct and pancreatic duct open in major duodenal papilla, ampulla, Vetter, etc. etc. So that's how actually all extrahepatic biliary apparatus goes, that proximal part of hepatic diverticulum give rise the bile duct is later on responsible for giving rise hepatic duct, gallbladder, cystic duct, and common bile duct, right? And these all things rotate with the stomach clockwise, so they shift behind and join with pancreatic duct. Now let's talk about pancreas. So what happened with pancreas? Actually, what happened? This dorsal portion, when this ventral bud rotate and fuse with the dorsal portion, right? So you can appreciate with colors, like this orange color is ventral, and this purple color is dorsal. When this ventral fuse with the dorsal, this unseen process in the head of the pancreas is formed by ventral bud. Other all part of the pancreas, like other all part like head, unseen process is also a part of the head of pancreas, but a little part. So other part means remaining part of the head of the pancreas, neck, body, tail, everything will develop from dorsal pancreatic bud. And both these bud have their individual ducts, right? They will give rise their individual duct. What I mean to say, that dorsal bud will give rise it individual duct, and ventral one also give rise it individual duct. Both duct connect and form main pancreatic duct. Sometime what happen, proximal part of ventral bud, duct of ventral bud regress most of the individual, but in many individual it persists. Whenever it persists, it give rise accessory pancreatic duct, and this accessory pancreatic duct open in minor duodenal papilla, right? In minor duodenal papilla. So This was all about development of digestive glands. If you really appreciate my effort, then please subscribe this channel, like this video and share as much as is possible.